All right, and welcome back to Agree to Disagree. We had some fun talking sports previously, but now we're moving into Marvel movies. And Dalton is going to discuss first in this segment about what is the best Marvel movie of all time.
So, the best Marvel movie of all time. So I'm personally going with the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies is where I think the brunt of Marvel movies should be sitting at. And I'm saying the best started it all off, kicked it off, Iron Man 10 years ago. That original Iron Man movie set in motion this universe, this entire universe that we've all fallen in love with. Before Iron Man, people only knew Spider-Man, they knew Superman, they knew Batman, right? And now, since Iron Man, he was a B-list hero at best before the movie. Now we have an entire universe and people lining up to see Marvel movies. Started with Iron Man, sentimental value, nostalgia value, all of that puts it as the #1 movie for me.
Iron Man is a great movie. I will not disagree with that. Probably one of my top 5. But I'm going to go with Guardians of the Galaxy. And the reason that I like this one so much, well, the dialogue is just simply hilarious. You can't stop laughing in that movie. Groot, great. Just phenomenal. And then, you know the soundtrack in that movie? Name one movie that has better song lineup than that movie right there. Just good stuff. And then the visual effects that they had to bring in because, you know, they're flying through space, they're doing all this extra stuff. It takes a lot more work to put that movie together. I mean, there was a lot of work in Iron Man, but I feel like more visual effects got brought into the Guardians of the Galaxy. Kind of gave them a bigger challenge to create that movie.
Okay, so first of all, my first rebuttal is going to be hilarious because of Groot. The guy says 3 words. I am Groot. Most of his lines are his own name. So, thanks for the hilarious of those 3 words, bud. But to back it up, again, what Iron Man did was set in place this entire universe. Guardians of the Galaxy doesn't happen if it wasn't for Iron Man. It sets it up, it's the centerpiece of the universe, and it's got to be #1.
Are you saying Iron Man is the centerpiece of the universe?
Yes.
Wow, that's just so not true.
It is.
Because you're talking about all this
true.
nostalgia. The very first movie that came out for the cinematic universe was The Hulk. And that came out before Iron Man did. That is the start. It may not be the actor that is being portrayed now as the Hulk.
It's definitely not the same actor.
But it is still the start. So
it's really
there's
not
no arguing.
It's really not the same storyline from that Hulk. And when you look or you read anything about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you read what the directors say, you read what that visionary had in mind, they all say it started with Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. It's just, those are the facts.
It's not the facts, because it started in 2008 with the Hulk.
Hey, fellas, I think we're just going to have to agree to disagree at that point, you know. But I will say, you know, I couldn't stop laughing at Dalton's point about Groot and the 3 lines. You know, it's a valid point. I can't deny it. I've also got to say, you know, you mentioned the music in Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'm a big fan of the AC/DC they throw into Iron Man. You know, his entrances are pretty cool. I'm going to have to hand this around to Dalton, but again, tough call and great stuff, guys. Let's keep it in this realm. I like the intensity we've got going here. This time we are going to start off with Ethan, and the question here is, if you could pick the superheroes in, you know, there's a lot in this universe, which would win in a fight? And let's just talk about you know, how these guys match up.
Well, as superheroes go, you know, no one can really, I guess, successfully argue that Superman's not the strongest, and I don't want to try to go with him. It's too easy. They give him too many powers. He has superhuman strength, superhuman speed, superhuman senses. He can fly. He has X-ray vision. He has heat vision. He can do it all. But no, I'm not going to pick him. I'm going to go with Thor, and I'm going to go with Thor because, one, he's a god. He's just a god, and he figured out in Ragnarok his true power was lightning, and him harnessing lightning, I don't think anybody stands a chance. He even beat super strength in the Incredible Hulk with not realizing that was his power, and he didn't have his hammer at that time. And he still beat the Incredible Hulk. So, going with Thor.
In all the superhero movies, if you're thinking about fighting, you're thinking about abilities, and our idea is fight. And so most people automatically think who's the strongest, who has the most abilities, stuff like that. And we all think it's Superman, obviously. And sans kryptonite, Superman is the best. But kryptonite is a thing. You got to keep that in mind. So I'm throwing that guy right out of here. The best superhero for a fight is Deadpool. And you know why it's Deadpool? Because the man, it's darn near impossible to kill him. He's died one time in the Deadpool comics. One. It was the 250th issue, and it's because two Earths from alternate universes crashed into each other. You know what? That's not going to happen on a standard fight. I'm telling you right now. It's not going to happen. So, no matter how you slice it, Deadpool is the best fighter. There's even a comic series called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, in which he kills everyone in the Marvel Universe based on the title name. And you know who's in the Marvel Universe? Thor.
Not every fight is to the death. You don't have to fight to the death. Just like when we saw Captain America and Iron Man fight. That fight wasn't to the death. There was still a winner in it. Captain America still beat Iron Man. And when this happens, that's the winner of a fight. Anything can happen in any given situation. And I think that Thor's power of his lightning would just tear right through Deadpool. And it would be the second time he died. Too bad they never actually got just a one-on-one fight, because he would just shred him.
Again, comic series called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. If you want to talk about tearing Deadpool to shreds, Hulk actually tried that. What happened was Deadpool just reformed as a person, killed Hulk as Bruce Banner. So I just can't buy your argument, because the guy did it already.
Hey, these are some great points once again, and I never heard about this comic book, where Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. It's a really interesting point Dalton raises, and with that being said, I think Dalton takes this round. But great stuff, guys, again. Let's take a break, and when we return, we're going to talk about a variety of topics ranging from sports, the media, and we'll bring it back local to the Ohio State University, and it should be fun, so we'll see you in a bit.